What's up guys, I'm Phoenix Master 1 and we do have the info about the update that we're going to be getting this month. We should probably be getting a FEH channel next week for the new book 8 and we're going to be getting a completely new story and OC most likely for free, and hopefully we can also get a new game mode. That would be pretty awesome, but we do have the other info for the update, and unfortunately this month we're only going to be getting 5 weapon refines, which is definitely not a lot. The line of units that need weapon refines is really long, and I wish they would give like more refines per month so that they can catch up the pace. So we do have Eleanora getting a weapon refine to her Mirage longbow, and she does have a conditional fire super effect, so with this weapon refine she's probably going to be getting a better condition for the fire super effect, and I hope that they can also give her some kind of special charges or like true damage or more speed, because that is something that she'll need, and she doesn't really have minus and special cooldown in her weapon, so that's why special charges would be pretty nice so that it can trigger your special on the double attack. And we also have a refine for my boy Rath. So this is a weapon refine, as you all know I've been looking forward for a long time, and Rath is here with his second wolf bow. So they didn't really give him green flesh, so maybe Yuhai would come with green flesh. I'm not really too sure at this point who they plan on giving that weapon to, but I hope that Rath's weapon refine is, good and not like Python's weapon refine, because Python and Rath were really popular free-to-play units at a point for Aether Raids defense, because they were green and they were able to run fire sweep bow, and Python in particular had better defense. So hope that Rath can escape that demote refine fate, and I do think that he could have a good weapon refine, because to begin with, he does have Slaying Bow, which means that he's going to be getting a weapon refine that has got minus and special cooldown weapon, just like Carmag. So that is inherently going to be better than a lot of the demote weapon refines, which doesn't have minus and special cooldown. So hoping that he can get something good, because he needs a lot of speed in the offenses at this point in the game. And we also have a weapon refine for Shannan that a lot of people have been waiting for. Now, Balmong basically gives you the debuff neutralization, but you need a lot more nowadays, and I think that he could work with something like defense-based true damage, just like Asker or Brave Dimitri, because he's not the fastest by the modern standards. So he could work with that kind of build, and it would actually be pretty amazing with something like Gambit in his Thought B, because his Balmong doesn't really have minus and special cooldown like Larce. So it could work out if he does get that kind of damage reduction. And I hope that he can get something unique that makes him stand out with his defense. And we also have a refine for Iago as the Grandeur Battle unit. Now, he does have the odd and even turn gimmick, but I hope that they can combine it for consistent usage, and maybe they could give him another status effect which he could inflict on the enemies, like Sabotage status maybe. And I expect him to have some kind of weapon refine that'll just take advantage of the debuffs on the enemies, as we have seen before on these kinds of units. So probably going to be getting a foe penalty doubler effect or sabotage effect built in this weapon, so hoping that this could be good. And finally, we do have a weapon refine for the seasonal unit of this batch in Duo Palla. This is something I did expect over Young Sita, and they are probably going to be giving her a weapon refine that can synergize well with her duo skill, similar to how we had Duo Ephraim with his weapon refine. She could also have a supported weapon refine in terms of giving support to her flyers, and I hope that she could have a better condition for the brave attack in her weapon, maybe have it have like some kind of clash condition, because she does have that kind of extra movement from her duo button, and she could actually turn out to be a pretty nice unit if they give her a good weapon refine, because flyers do have options with guard bearing 4, gambit, and soaring guidance for all of that. So it is going to be pretty good for her if she can improve her combat and maybe support. So those are going to be the weapon refines for this month. Not a whole lot, but if you're expecting something spicier, then we should be having it next month in terms of the weapon refines. So Young Minerva is going to be getting one in terms of the Grail unit, and probably Young Sita when it comes to a seasonal unit, or it could even be Young Merrick. It depends on them if they want to have another red unit get a weapon refine alongside Kyria, who I also expect to get a weapon refine next month. And Ferdinand is going to be there as the demote refine, which is going to be really hyped for many people. And next month is going to be a remix month, so Legend Corrin is going to be getting that much needed weapon refine and remix, and also Legend Lilina. So those are going to be the refines you can look forward for the next year of January 2024. And we do have the limited Ephemera manuals as well. So we have both fairies here in the limited manuals. So Winter Mirabilis is able to give you Bracing Stance 3, which is a pretty nice skill for the enemy phase tanking because of the guard effect. We do have the tier 4 boost skills, which do give you the guard effect in both phases, like Fire Flood boost 3. But still, Bracing Stance is something that you can work out with this kind of manual. And she does have Speed Cantrip and Ground Orders, which are pretty old skills at this point. And we also have newer Plumeria giving Attack Defense Rain as the main fodder. Close Ward is really not good, and Quick Repose 3, I mean, it is just outclassed when it comes to the slot B skills. So the Rain skill is the main fodder that she gives, and Shez is also going to be a manual that a lot of people are going to be getting because he's an amazing free-to-play unit, not just in terms of power, but also in terms of the utility that he can bring with the Canto and the Guidance 4 Soaring Guidance in competitive game modes like Summoner Duels. So he's going to be on the list of many people for the plus 10 merge projects. And we also have Kamui providing Speed Defense Ideal 3, which is not really all that great of a skill, but he does have Upfront Blade, which could be a decent weapon if you don't really have an arcane weapon. And then we have got Dwyer with the Aether Raids defense skill, which honestly is really outclassed at this point. We have got so many skills that can give you attack and resistance and another effect, but could be decent if you just want to give it to like an Aether Raids defense unit. And he also has Speed Tactic as the Slotsy skill. We have got Chad, who did get a pretty decent weapon refine recently, so if you're trying to merge him up, then he could be an option. And then finally we've got Odin, who doesn't really provide much of a fodder other than Moonbow, which, you know, you could run on many units. So the Ephemera lineup this time around is not the most insane, but still can be useful with the Bracing Stance and Attack Defense Rain. Kind of wish that we got more, but oh well, still decent. And we are going to be having some other changes as well, like the new Memento events, and all of these cool structures in Aether Raids are going to be available to be upgraded to level 12, which is quite a lot. And especially nowadays with the ploy skills that we have got, it can disable the grand strategy of Legendary Robin teams for both like offense teams and defense teams, so it could be helpful. And then we have got 2 new songs being added into Aether Resort and Deirdre's theme from Genealogy of the Holy War, and also Mischievous at Heart from Fire Emblem New Mystery of the Emblem. I believe it does play with a lot of conversations, and Deirdre's theme is, you know, kind of obvious. And then we've got Summoner Duels being updated, where the max favor level is going to be 3,800, and we also have a new captain skill in Impregnable. So at start of turns 2 to 5, you're able to get the assigned decoy status on your captain for 1 turn. An assigned decoy status is something that we have seen on Brave Soren. It pretty much allows your unit to act as a savior unit. If they are melee unit, then they can function as a near save. If they are a ranged unit, then they can function as a far save unit. So it enables you to have a far save unit without actually running a far save, and also if you're running a far save, then you can have a near save unit. Unfortunately, I don't really think that this skill is too good because it is not going to be active on turn 1, and nowadays the aggressiveness of many of the teams is going to be insane with their threat range. So not having a far save unit on turn 1 can actually come to bite you back. So that's why I feel like if this skill functioned from turn 1 onwards, then it would have been significantly better. And making your captain as the savior unit is kind of dangerous because the nukes nowadays are insane in Summoner Duels. Basically, the rules of saves is to die. So, you know, you can proceed with your nukes and with your team. They are pretty much a failed save, and a lot of the nukes can just trample your save units anyways. So saving is not the best thing in Summoner Duels right now, because you're going to be having a hard time surviving these kinds of nukes with, you know, Flared Sparrow and a bajillion attack. So overall, I think it really depends on what kind of, you know, other skills this is run with. Maybe it can be a good option, and like Summoner Duels is, but in Summoner Duels R, could be a dangerous option. Overall, not the most insane skill, but still could be fun, I suppose. And then we have got 2 new additions to the Heroic Grail shop in Halloween Kellum, who does provide amazing fodder with his weapon, and also Marla. So these 2 units are going to be added into the Grail pool so that you can try and plus and merge them with your Grails. So that is going to be the update that we're going to be getting this month, and I hope that we can have something more fun with the FEH channel, which is going to be happening next week. So look forward to that. Definitely going to be making a video about it whenever it happens. And let me know in the comments what do you think about this update and which unit you're looking forward to the most for getting the weapon refine. And if you did enjoy this video, then make sure to leave a like and a comment. Helps it tremendously, and if you really enjoyed, you could always support me directly by using super thanks down below or by becoming a YouTube member. And for more FEH videos, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because YouTube sub boxes are about as slow as intelligence systems when it comes to giving weapon refines to units. So with that said, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.